Okay, we're here at GSI and we're talking about the endurance properties of geomembranes for GM13 and 17. This is ASTM D5721, oven aging, and this is the type of oven that you need to use. It's ASTM type 11B and the specification is E as in Edward 145. The oven needs to be set at 85 degrees C. And what you'd like to do is suspend specimens of membranes like this. I used a white black for good contrast. And what you have is the samples are sitting here. They have to be at least 20 millimeters apart. They have to be free to move in the air. We strongly recommend that you rotate, or the specification or requires that you have to rotate the specimens, the samples, once every week. In addition to that, you would like to do exposure time of 0, 30, 60, and 90 days. After 90 days, you're going to run standard OIT and high pressure. For standard OIT, you'd like to have 55% OIT retained. For HP OIT, you need to have 80% retained. But this is oven aging ASTM D5721. Specimens like this are exposed at 85 degrees C for the specification GM13 and 17. Okay, we're here at GSI and demonstrating ASTM D7238. This is a UV fluorescent device for exposure of geomembranes, and subsequently will run OIT on these membranes. Please realize that this method is supported by another ASTM procedure G154 in regards to maintaining the UV fluorescent device. This device is run at 20 hours in a UV cycle at 75 degrees C, which is 167 degrees F. Then it switches over for 4 hours to a condensation cycle, and that condensation cycle is at 60 degrees C or 140 degrees F. Both of these are black panel calibrated. We're using bulbs for this. They're UV fluorescent bulbs, and they're 340 nanometers. That's at an irradiance level of 0.78 watts per meter squared. The specimens are housed in this holder, and you place a specimen in there. You back them up typically with aluminum plates, and then subsequently we'll clamp them in. I'll open the device now to give you an idea of what it looks like. And here you see the samples strapped to this device. The device is running. These UV lamps are on, and you can see them. They have a water bed underneath this pyramidal configuration. Also, what you'll notice here are the two calibration ports, and this has to be calibrated on a regular basis with a device like this. This is the calibration meter that hooks straight into these particular slots. You see the two slots here, 1 and 2, on the upper and lower, and this is to make sure that the irradiance is correct and proper throughout the running of the test. We'd like to run this test for 1,600 hours. You should run high pressure OIT only on the geomembrane afterwards, and that should retain 50% of its original OIT. So this is ASTM D7238 for UV fluorescent weathering of geomembranes for GM13.